And good morning, it's 4:30 a.m. and you're watching 23 ABC News. I'm Lindsey Adams. Well, a quick check at weather right now with our Elena Rusk again.
Hey, good.
That's right, and as Elena just mentioned, a northwest intersection is closed at this hour due to a major injury crash. And we do have a live look at Snow Road and Quail Creek Road. The Bakersfield Police Department has the area taped off for the intersection, and details are still fluid, but we know at least one person has been injured. 23 ABC's Leslie Marine is live at the scene gathering information. She'll bring you what she's learned in a live report on 23 ABC News at 5 a.m. And happening today, a local church says it may no longer have a home because of the state's costly and controversial high-speed rail project. The pastor of the First Free Will Baptist Church on East California Avenue, along with attorneys with the Pacific Legal Fund and local Assemblywoman Shannon Grove, will speak out against the project. Pastor Mark Harrison says the high-speed rail threatens to demolish his church and school. The church has launched a lawsuit trying to block the sale of bonds to fund the $8.6 billion price tag. This morning, Bakersfield's Kevin McCarthy is waking up as the second most powerful man in the House of Representatives following a major shakeup in the Republican Party.
I'll make one promise. I will work every single day to make sure this conference has the courage to lead with the wisdom to listen. And we'll turn this country around.
And that's McCarthy speaking to reporters after his election as majority leader. Last night, McCarthy made a short statement on his Facebook page, which read, quote, "Thank you to my constituents and my colleagues for their trust and confidence in me." McCarthy told 23 ABC's Todd Carley yesterday he hopes his new position will allow him to bring more water to local farmers and better benefits to veterans. Louisiana Congressman Steve Scalise will take over McCarthy's old job, and Scalise will replace McCarthy as majority whip. He'll be in charge of counting and gathering votes to make sure GOP legislation passes the House. Analysts say rank and file Republicans wanted some GOP leadership from a red state for the first time since the party gained control of the House in 2010. Also happening today, the head of the IRS will face heated questions from lawmakers over the agency's targeting of the Tea Party and some missing emails. IRS Commissioner John Koskinen will appear before the House Ways and Means Committee and testify about some suspicious computer problems. The tax agency revealed earlier this week it lost an unknown number of emails from former IRS Director Lois Lerner due to hard drive crashes. Lerner has refused to testify about the controversy and resigned earlier this year. Two young moms are getting some financial relief this morning as part of an annual scholarship awarded through Planned Parenthood. Anna Lara was awarded $2,000 and Haley West received $1,000 through the Teen Success Program. The teen moms participated in the program at Planned Parenthood, which teaches parenting skills and how to be focused on education and also setting goals. Coming up, crisis in Iraq as militant violence in the country grows, so does the pressure on President Obama, what he's now decided to do with U.S. troops and the role they'll play. Plus, Rosedale eyesore demo, the latest plans to clean up the old PG&E plant and when you can expect to see the mess gone. There's good news this morning about a wildfire that's still burning in the mountains near Lake Isabella. Officials say the Shirley fire hasn't grown in 2 days. It remains at 90% containment and has scorched just over 2,500 acres of brush and timber in the Sequoia National Forest. About 600 firefighters will be mopping it up today, and officials say smoke may be visible over the weekend. A local eyesore is on its way out, and we do have video of the construction crews taking trailers and machines with water hoses on site yesterday. PG&E tells 23 ABC that small amounts of asbestos were found and needs to be sprayed down before they could be removed. Tearing down the old power plant is expected to take the rest of the summer, along with another 2 years to clean up the polluted site. And now a quick check with Elena Rusk, who has our weather.
Oh, another two.
All right, thanks for that, Elena. Still to come, bully lawsuit, the drastic measures one dad is taking to protect his son, and how the school district is responding. Plus, messy commute, a giant sinkhole swallows a city bus. What was found in the hole that has workers plugging their noses? It's now 4:40 a.m. You're watching 23 ABC. Growing pressure on Iraq's leader to unite his war-torn country, along with pressure on President Obama to lend a hand as well. U.S. aircraft are flying over Iraq 24 hours a day, collecting intelligence as Iraqi soldiers battle Islamic militants. President Obama has dispatched 300 U.S. troops who will serve as military advisors. He's ruled out sending in combat troops, but left the door open for possible airstrikes. On Capitol Hill, many Republicans are skeptical, including former Senator John McCain.
The President of the United States goes for fundraising and golfing, and now is fiddling while Iraq burns.
And Secretary of State John Kerry is expected to travel to Iraq soon and call on the country's president to unite the country. Well, new this morning, the Obama administration says it will extend federal protection to same-sex couples regardless of where they live in the U.S. President Barack Obama has asked the Labor Department to start drafting rules that would ensure the Federal Family and Medical Leave Act, well, it applies to same-sex couples. It would make those couples eligible for emergency family leave to care for their partners. The Justice Department will also announce it has completed a review on what legal benefits can be extended to gay couples. Local health officials are making it their goal to educate the community on HIV and AIDS. The Bakersfield AIDS Project will kick off AIDS Compassion Week later this morning at Ricky's Retreat. And organizers say their goal is to promote support, raise awareness, and also improve access to resources. Today's activities are leading up to the National HIV Testing Day, which is June 27th. New this morning, 3 people are recovering after a late-night shooting at a popular Colorado rap concert. It happened in the parking lot of the Red Rocks Amphitheater, which is just outside of Denver. Sheriff's officials say a fight broke out just before the shooting, and there are still no arrests this morning. The concert featured rapper Nas, Schoolboy Q, and Flying Lotus. A self-proclaimed cartel hitman linked to several deaths in Kern County has pleaded guilty to a separate murder in Alabama. 52-year-old Jose Manuel Martinez confessed to killing Jose Ruiz in a, quote, point-blank execution back in 2013. Martinez said he did it because of comments Ruiz made about his daughter. He's admitted to killing as many as 34 people and is currently facing 9 murder charges in California and 2 in Florida. Well, this morning, the family of a 4th grade student is taking his bully to court. The parents of Robert Frost Elementary student Joaquin Del Cor have slapped the bully and his parents in the Illinois School District with the suit for failing to provide adequate security for their son. They say there were numerous failed attempts to get the school to intervene, and they even started filing police reports to document the bullying.
He became consumed more with fear rather than a willingness and a want and an eagerness to learn.
Joaquin's mother, an employee in the school cafeteria, was reportedly fired the day after that lawsuit was filed. Traffic is a mess this morning in Cincinnati after a bus got stuck in a giant sinkhole. And take a look, you can see the top half of that bus sticking out of the ground. It happened last night in front of the University of Cincinnati Medical Center after a 100-year-old sewer line broke. The driver wasn't hurt and the bus has since been moved, but crews said the hole is full of feces and needs to be pumped out. Yikes, mess over there. And I know, Elena, can you imagine? Oh.
We should warn people who are having their breakfast right now before we air that story.
It's a good plan. New this morning, a new poll finds that millions of people are struggling to pay their Obamacare premiums. According to a poll by the nonpartisan Kaiser Family Foundation, most people who signed up under President Barack Obama's health care law rate their new insurance highly, but a substantial number are struggling with the cost. Despite the availability of generous subsidies, 4 in 10 of those who bought a plan said they had difficulty paying their monthly premiums. Well, does your job require you to sit for a long period of time? Well, a recent study shows that sitting too long may put you at a higher risk for certain types of cancer. It takes just 2 extra hours sitting each day to increase your risk. And this is all according to the Journal of the National Cancer Institute. Researchers found this sedentary behavior was linked to an 8% increased risk of colon cancer, a 10% increased risk of endometrial cancer, and a 6% risk for lung cancer. They also say other factors like smoking, heavy drinking, and being overweight can increase your risks as well. Well, if you love going to food trucks, we've got some good news for you. Turns out your habit could be better for you than going to a restaurant. A study called Street Eats, Safe Eats reviewed more than 200,000 food inspection reports and found food trucks and carts in 7 cities, including Los Angeles, rated better or the same as restaurants when it came to sanitation. Well, the force is apparently not strong on the set of the new Star Wars movie, as actor Harrison Ford, he broke his leg while filming last week. Ford's publicist says the 71-year-old had surgery and will start rehab soon. The actor was filming Star Wars Episode 7 in England when the accident happened. A statement from Disney said the shooting will continue as Ford heals. He's playing Han Solo. That's the role that brought him fame in the first Star Wars movie back in 1977. The new movie is set to release next year. Happening today, families in Bakersfield affected by the drought will get some relief thanks to a local community organization. The Community Action Partnership of Kern Food Bank will hand out emergency prepackaged food boxes tonight. This is from 5 to 7 p.m. in Oildale at 1705 North Chester Avenue. To be eligible for a prepackaged food box, you might be able to prove that you live in a household where drought conditions have caused underemployment or unemployment. And for any questions on your nearest food bank, you can call 211. Well, if you've ever dreamed about owning a new home, what better time than now to make that dream a reality? The St. Jude Dream Home Giveaway is now less than 1 week away, so you'd better hurry. You can find the home in the Windmere neighborhood in Seven Oaks. Tickets are $100, and all the money goes towards fighting childhood cancer. The last open house tours taking place this weekend. You can buy your ticket by calling 1-800-385-9134, or you can go to Kern Schools Federal Credit Union or Ashley Furniture Home Store. The last day you can buy your ticket is next Thursday, June 26th. And coming up, we'll take a look at the stories we'll be following in our next hour right here on 23 ABC News at 4:30.